that if I want to be maybe joining ngifuna ukuba facilitator for behavioral change in community, or ngifuna modela, what is the question that as a newbie I should be asking more of?
What impact are you going to have with what you want to do in life?
Welcome guys to Sound of Change podcast, proudly brought to you by Unbranded Change. Today we're Rearabetswe Nell, if I'm not saying her surname, properly, because Gumsutu, yes, of course, but I grew up in Lokshini with AbaZulu, so I'm not really good. I have Usisi to Ritabili, but yeah. So we have Rearabetswe.
It's Rearabetswe. Rearabetswe, yes.
Now, who is joining us, guys? And Rearabetswe is Miss HIV ambassador for SA. He's a community change agent and a social entrepreneur. Yeah, guys, Rearabetswe. It's very, very nice to have you today.
Thank you for having me, guys. How are y'all that side?
I see a pila. We can't complain when I don't.
Everything is good. It's a lovely Sunday after all.
Yeah, definitely. So we see a Katako, and in general we will not take much of your time. So shoot and just straight to the questions, because the audience is waiting to hear what was participating in Namhlanje, and I'm sure the guys have a paper, a penny, and they're going to be listening and learning to whatever that you are going to be sharing to us. So you Ungu Miss SA, well, rather you are Miss HIV ambassador for SA.
Yes.
So I just want to know, what is the role and the purpose of this title that you have?
Okay, the role and the purpose of being Miss HIV Ambassador South Africa is to advocate and facilitate sessions based on our health. Motivate the youth even a lifestyle right.
Okay, that's good. And then how is it different from getting now Fagama page? How is it different from other pageants?
Other pageants. Oh, it is very different because yona aim yayo ukuraise awareness ukuthi sithande impilo yethu, take control of our lives and be the HIV free generation. Yabo. So step by step, siyabafundisa ukuthi how to prevent themselves from getting infected with HIV and AIDS.
Okay. That's good. And then there is ipilisi, like PrEP, ne?
Yes, there is PrEP now. So PrEP, it's a pill nalo othatha kodwa ebusuku bayicisha lifanana lama ARVs, but alisebenzi ngokufana because lona lithathwa abantu aba HIV negative kuphela, and it does not prevent you from being pregnant and getting STIs. It only prevents you from being infected with HIV and AIDS. Meaning you can still get pregnant and you can still get STI if you are using PrEP.
Right. You can still get pregnant and a
STI if you're still using PrEP. It only prevents you from getting HIV and AIDS.
Okay, understand. But so, not only.
So it's better to use double protection. If you are using PrEP, you should also take other contraceptives or prevent, like condoms, mjovo, and so on.
That's good. But more than that, behavioral change, ne? So it's not just you giving the people pills. So there is education on how to behave as well that you also do.
Yes. We also do programs based on behavioral change. When you come to different situations in life, how you should react, how you should take things, and even if that situation happens to you personally or to your friend, how you should interact with people with problems, like maybe let's say you have a friend which is HIV positive, how you should react towards that friend of yours or your partner.
Good. And then you ufundisa abantu about this behavioral changes to how you respond kuma partners akho, your friends having HIV and AIDS. What has been the response from the youth? Mhlampe, are they clearly accepting lento lena noma nje baxaye ukuthi lo sisi nje who is our age uzosixoxela nge-HIV?
It's not easy at times because abanye they don't understand how come umuntu o negative no positive bangathandana bangathelelana nge-HIV and AIDS. But possible ukuthi abantu abayithu bathandane bangathelelana nge-HIV and AIDS only if lo odla ama-ARVs akhe e-HIV and AIDS uwadla kahle and nawe uprep wakho udla kahle. Just double protection ukuthi ube nesure ukuthi you are safe, you are protected. So it is very it is very important ukuthi noyithu nidla amaphilisi just to be sure yabo ukuthi ni safe no bayithu. And you can have kids, ama-kids enu angatheleleki nawe HIV and AIDS. So ukuthi emndenini khona umuntu oyi-1 nje kuphela, maybe ubaba noma umama or HIV positive.
Yeah. So,
but then I understand you fast, and then they are very happy for the information that I share with them.
Okay, that's very good. That's very good. And nama changes amaningi ingqondo zethu, we were told ukuthi this happens. Besingazi ukuthi you can like actually interact with someone on HIV and then when ungayitholi and all that stuff. But with changes nengane futhi ingabi nayo. So I think information in niggas abantu is actually really, really needed and necessary with this kusona. Yeah. So with TV appearance that you had with Newsroom Africa, you guys mentioned that job creation could help lower HIV and AIDS infection. So tell you elaborate how you guys come up with that statement?
Okay, we came up with that statement because we are wondering if abantu be busy and then they don't get time. First of all, if usebenza, you go to work, you wake up in the morning, very early in the morning, you go to work, you work, then you come back home, you're tired, you have cooking to do, you have kids, maybe if you take care of your family and other stuff, you hardly get time to check your boyfriend or your partner. So that in that way, it minimizes us from getting gallivanting everywhere and wanting to do this, that, so nje if CPs ukancane singatholeleka singayithola sikizifo ehlukahlukene.
Yeah. So it's job creation, so abantu abathola imisebenzi. What other things can they do?
Ezinye izinto abangazenza, they could also start their own businesses. Like gardening. Gardening angeke uzuthi mhlambe uzozudinga i-startup esingakanani because it's just taking some seeds, planting there, cleaning some small thing, and if iphumelela garden yakho ungakwazi ukuthi udayise futhi, ne, and then get some cash. But also you should also sell some sweets, do some fake cooks. You can do a lot of stuff. If in the meantime while ulinde ilethu uqashwe. Because honestly speaking, imisebenzi ayitholakali for now. So while usalinde ukuthi uqashwe, do a little business.
Definitely, that's true. So part of your social entrepreneurship that you do you help people start businesses?
We don't help people to start businesses, but if a person has a business, if that person comes to us and asks for help from us, we help them to get sponsors. Ne?
Okay.
So please.
Okay. So with your experience of getting sponsors, what is it that sponsors look for from businesses that are looking for funding?
But bega ukuthi how serious are you ngomsebenzi wakho and usunani usugephi, and then if you are capable enough to take care of business layer, and then if they give you funding, how are you going to use the funding and who are you going to help? Mangabe business yakho isikwazi isinkulu right. If you can help other youth, maybe employ more youth, ungathi uzothatha abamndeni wakho kuphela, yabo.
Manje bafuna umqinqo wama documents noma because I hate my documents, you know, into message 3 pages sengikhathele mina. So benza njani
documents yakho kukhona you have to have the important stuff that they will need. I'm not sure which stuff they will ask for, but nje make sure ukuthi nje background ye business yakho and way forward of iletuzana yakho team.
That's understandable. And on also, I'm sure it depends on the sponsor as well. Now we prefer what information from you and all that stuff. That's actually good. So I know we facilitate and maybe we say facilitator we youth
HIV ambassador Miss Hasa, and Miss Hasa is a platform for EU to get to grow and focus more on their dreams. So that's what Miss Hasa do.
Okay. Right. So lento focusing my dreams, what challenges do people usually encounter if you focus on people? What are the challenges that you can see?
It's money because most of the things it's the thing in money, and money is what we don't have. So that's the biggest challenge about youth face, because others have big and brilliant dreams to achieve, but then because of the lack of money, but with their dreams.
Yeah, and then any possible solutions? Mhlampe nje ngithi ayikhe ngifuna njengamanje kuyoba umculi anginamali, as you say, angikwazi nanokwenza isitick esisodwa nje sokuthi hey guys bukani ngine album or I have a song. What are the solutions besides sponsorship? Mhlampe you mentioned the garden ngekuqaleni and selling sweets.
Follow business funding network. It's hashtag business funding network, and hashtag capitals. Yeah, what is for youth for which it's all fundings. SA Youth Mobi and SA Youth Mobi. Yes. So bangasebenzisa lawo ma link and nama hashtag lokho ukuthi it's hashtag business network and hashtag capitals, and then SA Youth Mobi bhala as it is.
Okay, that's good. And then from your own experience, being as someone who facilitates zonke lezi zinto lezi to actually bring change in the community, especially the youth, what are the components of running a successful and a growing movement?
It is knowing where you want to be and then focusing on that, not going all around. It's just focusing on one point and make sure with a point you are sure about it, and then you try by all means with
yeah. So you focus on one point, and then teamwork. What's your opinion on that? Let's say you're in a situation where you know the point that you guys need to actually be getting to, but how do you deal with such situations?
Okay, teamwork ibalulekile because at times uma usuthathe umthwalo obeka emahlombe wakho wonke uyakusinda, and then you tend to fail here and there. So if abantu bakho bekufeyila, you have to always have it back up, and then if unikeza abantu umsebenzi la usebenzisana nabo, you must know ukuthi mhlambe your colleagues in your team ukuthi benzani. If you are free to do their job or cover for them, you should also cover for them. Not to pressurize umsebenzi, because that's where it lacks. Because push understanding a right of task
That's true. Yeah, explanation of tasks is very important. Yeah, explanation of tasks. That's good. That's good. Yeah, abantu abaningi actually have failed izinto eziningi because of leyo nto leyo. They fail to explain ama-task abo, they fail to share responsibilities. I've tried izinto eziningi kabi and ama-businesses amaningi and only to come out of them ukuthi nje there is a lack of communication and lack of teamwork, as you're saying.
And you also help in a nice way. Ungakuthi hayi wena uyabheda suka la nothi mfethu asenze kanje. Yabo umbonise in a nice way, in a good way. Umbonise it's not ukuthi umbukela phansi noma uyamjudge, but it's only just reaching out. Even if when ubona ukuthi hayi ileke it's too much la, but just try umbonise kahle in a nice way. Ungazothi nje hayi uyabheda no. Then i-team yakhe izokhula ubabonise kahle nisebenzisane.
All right. There's something you spoke about, I mentioned, but I have to ask this question. Besides, you holding the title as of Miss HIV from now till from last year actually to 2020. Right.
Yes.
So besides that, don't mention the other thing. Besides that, in any that you have planned for your life and your future?
My dream is to become Miss South Africa. That is my biggest dream. If I could achieve that in life, I would say, yeah, I have achieved the biggest dream that I ever had, because it's a dream from a young girl to a teenager and to a young adult. So that's all.
Okay. That's very nice, and I really hope ukuthi ngalfica lelo phupho lakho. So
just stay tuned.
I love that a lot. So injani support yakho from people around you actually deciding ukuthi if you want to focus on who I am and using who I am and the skills that God has given me ukuthi ngiyenze a name for myself in emhlabeni. So how was the support there? And maybe encourage umuntu who wants to step into modeling or whatever that is artistic.
Okay. Lapho ngathi it was never easy before, especially because I didn't have the support from my family. Yabo bengenza yonke into ngeforce, bengenza anything yonke into ngokuthi ngiyayifuna lento le, yabo.
Yeah.
Even as much as ngithe ngeforce bengicela and then ngikwenze. Ngingatshelwa but ngikwenze. And then they say, yabona umuntu mayithi ngeke ngikusupport ngalokho lokho kwenzayo. Wenze kodwa I'm not giving you any support. And then bekumele nje ukuthi ngihambise ama donations, ngifuna imali, yabo, because modeling cost ukuthi ube imodel, it cost a lot. But at the end of the day, mase babona ukuthi no, lento le ngiyayithanda and I'm passionate about it and I'm stuck on one thing, and then nginama visions and dreams to achieve ngayo yona lento le. They started supporting me and everything went smoothly. Yeah. Because first ngaqale nga-accept umndeni wami, after umndeni wami ngabona ngiyona wonke umuntu ese-right, ese-accept, ese-happy ukuthi I am a model and I do wear short stuff, I do wear body revealing outfits, so nje they are used to it.
Okay, that's good. But before that, one mhlawumbe financially you would say abantu abenza ama donations, what else mhlawumbe do uyenza to get your funding that you needed? And what else can someone do to deal with the issue of my finances and also the psychological part of actually unga support abantu or team supporting from them?
Okay, because I can say I'm a multi-talented woman.
Okay.
So I used my talent to get money from people. Okay. Because as much as family amiga supporting, ngahamba house to house ngicela donation with a donation form, and I explained what is it for, and then they gladly supported it. Even now, na donation because the whole money anything ayo na donation form. Then they gave me also my brothers and also ama neighborhoods ekade ngiwatshela kuwona, ngiphinde ngiluka abantu amakhanda, and then I charged them. Ngiphinde abantu amakhanda ba charge nje senza ama-concerts elalini sicule and then get some money raising funds.
That's good. That's good.
And then it will welcome you.
Yeah, and psychologically udila kanjani ne-issue njengale?
Psychologically ngathi mhlambe akumele nje ufake yonke into emqondweni wakho ukuthi mawubona engathi izinto azihambi ngendlela yakho, you must just say I've got this, I'm going to do it. Yabo, just tell yourself that dark or blue was okay, I've got this. And akuyona yonke into ethi mawuyenza ivele ihambe smooth in life. You're gonna have change, you're gonna have some challenges yabo endleleni. So keep that space ama challenges and don't let your challenges break you or make you give up. What you call it? Yes.
Okay, that's good, and I really hope someone who wants to be in modeling or wants to pursue amapupo and face some challenges that you face can actually take notes from what you said.
Yeah, they're motivated. They should always stay motivated at all times, no matter what.
That's good. That's good. Njengamanje, I'm gonna ask you umbuzo nje 3 that we ask each and every guest of ours. So we have had a good time sesikule umbuzo leyo 3 manje, and yeah, it's been a very good time. Ngiyazi manje a lot of stuff that I didn't know. Get prep. I've once encountered in the prep kancane. Didn't put much focus on it, and I'm sure the guys also by understand, and maybe they can also tune in kuma page in on Facebook and learn more about what you guys are teaching over there. So siyabonga kakhulu for that information. So awesome. So the question here we call this session 3 ideas of change, ne? 3 ideas of change. So our very first question under this decision, Lena, is what book do you think everyone should read? A book that will change their lives.
A book that would change their lives.
Or change your life.
I've read a lot of books, so it's Long Walk to Freedom. So I think that's the best book that they should read.
Wow, it's interesting.
Long Walk to Freedom. You've got you should also have the book. That book is very much interesting and it is mind-opening. Uber focused. It's okay. This is what is happening.
I should give it a shot. I should give it a shot. Definitely will, actually. So as if you wanna tackle this in the modeling or your part where you are a facilitator, but just want to ask the question, what is the question that someone who wants to join? Because when this is Nick, so usually we have one and you're multi-talented as you are. So what question should someone who is entering into industry or Gion? So you choose which one you want to answer. Go to Buang side. Should be asking themselves more of. So that if I want to be maybe joining a facilitator for behavioral change in the community, or model, what is the question that as a newbie I should be asking more of?
What impact are you going to have with what you want to do in life?
Yeah, that's good. So what impact also later? That's good. Which leads us to the last question, which is what change when?
What change I want to bring in life? Okay. HIV-free generation and a tobacco-free generation. Generation is suffering from gender-based violence. Generation in and out.
Yeah.
Yep. Because happy generation and healthy generation bring us to the world whereby wonke umuntu feel safe in all the things that we suffer from.
Good stuff. And Leo happiness ilethwa yini?
Ilethwa ukuthi akusekho ukugula, akusekho ukuthi mhlawumbe sibe threatened by our partners noma abantu esiphilisana nabo around us because sithi hayi uzongishaya uzongihlukumeza ngendlela ethile, whether verbally or physically nje sazi ukuthi we are safe, whether male or female, because even males also suffer from gender-based violence.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much. It's been eye-opening ukukhuluma nawe. Abantu bengakuthola kuphi? Where can people get you and actually access umsebenzi wakho wenzayo?
They can get me from it has a page on Facebook. It's Mr. and Miss HIV Ambassador South Africa. So they can search for that page through Facebook.
Right. So that's also congratulations ngiyazi ukuthi le nto ade ngithe asifihle ekuqaleni. Congratulations kuma roles akho owenzayo on the TV platforms. So it's actually looking forward to ama appearances akho on lama soapies lawo uzalo and Imbewu as well. So see.
Wow, that's great. Whoa. That is great, guys. Just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. I'll bless you with my appearance.
Yes, that's very nice. So ngakhulu Re. Bakhona abantu abiza ngo Re.
Rearabetswe. Yes, they call me Ria.
Ria. Right. Yeah, I saw that actually. So ngakhulu for the time and the opportunity that you have given us, and I know ukuthi abantu have learned. Nami just to know ukuthi you went out there or went some donations, it's very inspirational. And I'm sure ukuthi if anyone unenkinga I can pursue my dreams because of A and B and C, mostly finances, as you said, ukuthi abantu banenkinga ama finances. They can actually start and plan and take lessons from what you just said to us right now. When some donations, go out there and see what they can do. Gardening, if being comfortable going and knocking asking for donations. But you gave us very, very valuable information as to how we can try and learn to be independent in pursuing our dreams. So sabonga cool for isikhathi sakho.
Kubonga mina bhodwami.
All right. So can I give you an opportunity when Valela? Yini nje eyodwa into that you wanna say to youth ezobilalela in the podcast?
I would say when life gives you lemons, make lemon juice out of it, and then be the mirror of the world. Be the mirror of the world. Be what you think you can be. There is nothing that it would be impossible. The word impossible itself says, I am possible. Thank you.
Bye.